I let my brother live with me after his divorce. Then I found out he'd been charging me rent for my own apartment. I, 24F, inherited my apartment from my grandmother last year. It isn't fancy, but it's fully paid off. And honestly, it saved me from drowning in rent while finishing university. 6 months ago, my older brother Jake, 32M, went through a messy divorce. He called me crying, saying he had nowhere to go because his ex kept the house. I felt bad. Growing up, he always protected me, so I told him he could stay with me temporarily, rent-free, until he got back on his feet. At first, everything was fine. He cooked sometimes, helped fix things, and kept telling me how grateful he was. Then small things started feeling off. Packages kept arriving addressed to him with expensive electronics. He suddenly bought a new gaming PC. He ordered food almost every night but never offered to share anymore. Still, I didn't question it. I assumed maybe he had savings. Then one evening, my neighbor stopped me in the hallway and said, "Hey, your tenant seems nice." I laughed because I thought she was joking. She wasn't. She told me Jake had introduced himself to everyone as the renter and said he was leasing the apartment from his younger sister. That confused me, but I brushed it off as embarrassment about living with family. Until last week, I accidentally opened a letter addressed to him, same envelope as my mail. Inside was a printed rental agreement, my address, my apartment number, and listed under landlord was me. But I had never signed anything. Turns out Jake had been telling people, including his friends, that he was renting the apartment from me for $2,200 a month. He'd even convinced one of his coworkers to move into the spare room and had been collecting rent from him. Money I never saw. My own apartment. I confronted him immediately. He didn't even deny it. He said, "You weren't using the extra room anyway. I needed income after the divorce." Income, from my home. I told him he had 1 week to leave. He called me selfish, said family should help family, and accused me of ruining his recovery after divorce. The coworker who was paying rent looked more shocked than anyone. Apparently, Jake told him I was a hands-off landlord. I refunded the coworker's money myself because I felt awful. Jake moved out 3 days later and hasn't spoken to me since. My parents are split. My mom says I did the right thing, but my dad thinks I should have worked something out. Now some relatives are calling me heartless for kicking him out when he was struggling. But honestly, I don't feel guilty. I feel relieved. Because the moment someone starts profiting off your kindness, they stop being family and start being a scammer. So, ATAY for kicking my brother out of the apartment I literally own